Please note that I've also made you a co-host so that as I'm presenting, you are able to see people that are coming into the session. Yes, you can do it on the phone. Just look for where it says participants, and then you see when people are in the waiting room, right? Thank you very much. So he taught me about cryptocurrency, and I am teaching him about the use of technology, and all the opportunities that we have with using technology. Everybody, thank you so much, for joining us this evening. As I said in the Telegram group, I hope that wherever you are warm, and you are dry, and you are able, so that you can be able to sit and enjoy this presentation with us. If you know of any of your team members that maybe you were expecting them to join and they are not here, just quickly send them a message on the side to say, hey, the session has started, and please come in and join us, to be able to help us with the process. So we had, guys, if you were not here on Sunday, you missed out. If you're not here on Sunday, you missed out. On Sunday, we ensured that for those of us who are members of Team Wealth Creators and members of Team Fox, we got to understand a little bit more about how, from a network marketing point of view, you can make money, from this business. We have been saying to everybody that, yes, buy your package. You will make whatever money that you can be able to make from buying the package. But we have also come to realize that for you to be able to make more money out of this, you really need to get used to the network marketing side. You need to be comfortable to go and speak with people. You need to be comfortable, to listen to the questions that people are sharing. Because as they come in and they join, you are able to earn through the compensation, number one, and number two, you are also able to earn through the cycle bonus. And we explained what cycle bonus is about. On Sunday, we will go back, to explaining some of those concepts, but then also going into explaining more about the compensations. So if there is a session you don't want to miss from now on, it's a Sunday session. If you are new here with us and it's your first time that you're joining us, please just type in the chat box or raise your hand so that we can be able to acknowledge you. So today, what is it that we are dealing with? We are dealing with, again, introducing the concept of, this Bitcoin revolution. I just want to go into my share screen. There we are. Right. So we are dealing with the Bitcoin revolution. And, we've got a lot of people that are starting to hear, about this revolution, and they are wanting to be part of this, revolution. And guys, the reality is things are getting tougher. I was speaking with a friend of mine who is in the banking sector on Saturday. I had dinner with her, and she was saying to me, if you think things are tough now, wait until the beginning of next year, because things are going to get tougher as organizations reflect on, their financial status, and organizations reflect on their operations, and they reflect on what COVID has done in their businesses. And more people are now starting to look for opportunities to be able to say, looking for money and, looking for money and looking at my salary as the only way that I can be able to look after myself and also look after my family is no longer the option. We know that people like Robert Kiyosaki, have been saying for years and years and years, if you really want to make it in life, if you want to be successful in life, you need to get into the space of passive income. And some of us have tried other opportunities of passive income. Some of them worked, some of them didn't work, but now we are having an opportunity. And for those of us who have been in it, for more than 6 months, we've really seen that this is something that can work for you and can work for your family and for future generations. So if you are sitting there and you're still like, okay, I'm good, I've got my salary, it's going to stay, all I'm asking you is take that mindset out of the mind, because that salary is probably going to last you until December. Because in January, when companies start looking at their financial statements, they are going to be asking themselves very difficult questions. And those questions are going to be, do we close shop? Do we reduce the number of people that we have in the business? And thirdly, if we stay in business, if we still have the same number of people, can we afford to still pay them the same amount of money? The same friend I was talking with, she was saying to me, for the first time in her life and in this particular business that she's in, she's not going to be earning a bonus this year. Remember, some people have always worked with bonuses in their lives, right? Because then I pay the little that I can pay in terms of my house or my school fees, and then I'm expecting the bonus to come through. What she's basically saying to me, and this is somebody that's in the economics, department in a bank, and she's saying to me, if you're thinking you're expecting that a bonus is going to come through, start saying to yourself, I must live a life where I don't expect a bonus, because times are tough, times are going to get tougher. So if you are here for the first time, what we are saying to you is think about this opportunity. And after this call, go to the person that has called you, that has invited you to the session, and say to them, hey, how do I start, so that you don't start late? If you are a business person it is here in the call, you've already seen the challenges that you are having in terms of either people not coming to buy the products or the services, or not paying you. Most of you who are in business, you have invoiced people, and people have had to negotiate with you to say, hey, you know what, I've seen your invoice, but can you give me 2-3 months and I'll pay you in small portions? Now you have to be rethinking in terms of your invoicing process and the money that is coming in. So here is an opportunity that we are talking to you about as members of Team Fox Nation and Team Wealth Creators, to be able to say, whilst you are sorting those things out, there is this opportunity that you can be able to use to start getting your own passive income, going forward. But also, as I always say, it's not just about getting the passive income. It's such that when this cryptocurrency becomes the payment system in the world, because we know it is going to be happening, it's just a matter of time when it is going to be happening. You are not left behind, but you are already in the process of saying, I understand how cryptocurrencies work. I understand how they can be of benefit to me and to my business. So let's go into the presentation. I'm going to jump the slide here. And let's remind you in terms of the history of the fiat currencies. So when we talk currencies, we talk two types of currencies. There've been fiat currencies, which is the rand, the dollar, the pound, the maluti, the pula, the Zim dollar when it used to be around, okay? That's the fiat currency. And now we are introducing a new concept that is called cryptocurrency. So when people talk about Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault and Ethereum and a whole lot of them, they're talking a cryptocurrency. But what we have been working on is this whole issue of cryptocurrency, but of fiat currencies. How did fiat currencies come by? Fiat currencies came by because we are looking back, when you look back at the evolution of payment systems, right? This is what we have seen happening through the evolution of payment systems. Number one was that if I wanted to buy a product from you many moons ago, in some cultures, they are still using this kind of payment system. I would come to you and I say to you, I want to buy, milli meal from you, or I want to buy milk from you. And he said to me, how are you going to pay me? And I said to you, I will use, my cow to be able to pay you. And over a period of time, we moved. Gold was discovered across the world. We were there. Gold was then introduced as a method of payment that people could be able to use as a method of payment. But eventually, as we went on, it became difficult for people to be able to utilize gold, and metal coins were then introduced because it was easy to find bronze. It was easy to find nickel, which are metals that are used to be able to, to create the coins. And also it was easy to carry coins. It wasn't as heavy as carrying, the gold. And then people started using metal coins as a form of payment. We went on, and eventually the coins, became, in terms of the cost of using coins, it became, quite a bit difficult. And carrying a lot of coins, for those of you that have got businesses, know that carrying coins and taking them to the bank sometimes can be very risky, and sometimes it's quite heavy to be having them. Money paper was then introduced. With money paper coming in, we started seeing, money paper that we were using. Just the other day, I was thinking many, many years ago, how we used to have in South Africa, we now have 2 rand as a coin. And I was remembering how we used to have the small paper of 2 rand, that you used to use to go and buy for and purchase something or pay for something, right? And even now, in a lot of countries, we're still having paper money. But then we also evolved, and it became, the production of paper money was costing governments and reserve banks and the world a lot of money. And they said, let's bring in, plastic money. And people were like, what do you mean by plastic money? And we know that we saw the, introduction of credit cards and debit cards, that were coming in. Some of them are a combination of debit and credit, Visa cards and MasterCards. And at some stage, if you did not have a credit card, hey, you were not happening, in the world. But again, remember, with credit cards that came in, the charges for using those credit cards, were quite high. And whilst we were getting used to that, electronic money then got to be introduced. And remember, and as this evolution was taking place, with each and every phase, people kept saying, never, it will never happen. There is no way we can use paper, to pay for things. There's no way we can use plastics to pay for things. There's no way we can use electronic money to pay for things. The same people or the same generations are now saying there is no way we can use cryptocurrencies to pay for things. But the reality is cryptocurrencies are growing, and it's becoming a reality that businesses, are starting to introduce Bitcoin, as they say it, or cryptocurrency, as a form of payment. As I said in another presentation, these forms of payment, right, that we have highlighted, have not totally disappeared. They have just, been reducing over a period of time. So they have not totally gone away. There are some still places, even in our country, when somebody wants to get married, and they say, how are you going to pay? They're like, I'm bringing cows, to pay for the lobola. Recently, what we heard is that when people want to pay for lobola, and they said, how are you going to pay? They said, no, it's fine. I will EFT the money, the lobola payment, through to you guys. And very soon, people will be saying, how are you paying for the lobola? And the question will be, can I send you Bitcoins to pay for that lobola? This is the evolution. These are the things that are taking place. However, what has been the challenge, with the use of fiat currencies or these types of payments? Number one is that they've been centralized in a way that they've been controlled by banks and by governments. Recently we had, which was quite a shocker, to really say that when you look at, money, fiat currencies, nothing backs fiat currencies. Groups of people sit somewhere and they say, okay, what do we think is the value of this and the value of that, and what, how are we going to increase or decrease that value for whatever it is that we want to be able to achieve? But the banks and the reserve banks or central banks in the various countries and the governments are the ones that are involved in those conversations, right? We've also know that the value of fiat currencies gets impacted or affected by inflation and repo rate. And if you are in South Africa, and the other day we heard also from our colleague in Croatia, if you are in countries where, it's really tough, inflation can really be quite high, even though the repo rate can be low. However, what that does, it means that we have lots of money, but that lots of money buys very little. And we've seen it happening, right, guys? We've seen it happening in South Africa to our neighbor here, Zimbabwe. We've seen how, at some stage people were saying, I've got billions, but those billions meant nothing. A person would say to you, I've got 2 billions, but with those 2 billions, they couldn't even buy a loaf of bread. They couldn't buy a sack of flour to be able to go and make bread and feed their family, right? And we've seen how that has affected the economy of that country. Transactions in most instances take time, a long time, and they come with high fees. Just before I came to this call, I was talking to other people because I'm in another business. We've got an IT platform that we're going to be introducing by the end of this month. And we were talking about how we are going to be paid as the people in the different countries. And one of the things we were saying is, our CFO is going to be sending money, but I know it's going to take about 5 minutes for this money to come, because it has to go through so many central phases before I can get the money. Whereas if we were using, cryptocurrency, within seconds, I would be having the money that I need to be able to work with to create the office here in South Africa. So if you look at, fiat currencies, the point that we're making is that transactions take a long time and high fees. And you know how sometimes you've also wanted somebody to pay you and they're like, okay, how quickly can you be able to pay me? Because I don't have time and I can't afford not to be paid, to wait long for you to be able to pay me. Also, lastly, we've also know that with fiat currencies, they've been easily corruptible. We've seen, we know of fraud cases where, people have said, hey, I've paid. And then when you look at the value of that money, it's actually worth nothing. We've seen the counterfeits, which is what I'm referring to as well. We've seen heists also that have been taking place. So with that evolution, we now have a new evolution that's come in, which is the birth of the cryptocurrencies, right? So somebody says, what is the advantage of having cryptocurrencies and why are we moving towards, cryptocurrencies? By the way, concept of cryptocurrency is a concept that started in the 1970s. It's only in 2009 that we got to know of Bitcoin. So when you go into the history of cryptocurrencies, you find that this concept of a cryptocurrency has been there since the 70s. This is what now, 3, 4, 5 decades that we're going into that people have been working on this concept. It's only now in 2000 and 2008, starting 2008 and 2009, that we have seen more people getting to understand this concept of cryptocurrencies. And what is it? Why did it become, famous? Obviously, it's through the individual or group of people, and the name now runs away from me, that then made, this concept very popular. What are the advantages of making cryptocurrencies? Another fact as well is that there's already over 4,000 different types of cryptocurrencies in the world. So if you're still thinking Bitcoin Vault, Ethereum, there's 4,000 different cryptocurrencies. To create a cryptocurrency, guys, is not difficult. I just need to have a computer, you have a computer, I set it up and the algorithm works and I'm able to create my own cryptocurrency. So this thing is not difficult to do. Which is why it's so easy to do. So what are the advantages of having it? It can be protected from theft through the different keys that you add in terms of the cryptocurrency that you're creating. It's easy to use because it's a peer-to-peer payment system, or it's a peer-to-peer system that you're able to utilize. It's like an email. I send you an email, you receive it within seconds, you respond to me. If I send you a cryptocurrency, I send it to you, you receive it within a few seconds. It's also got low transaction fees compared to the high transaction fees that we have seen of the fiat currencies. There's no central bank or entity that is involved. As I said, I take my computer, you take your computer, we create this cryptocurrency, and tomorrow we say to people, I'm going to use this cryptocurrency to be able to pay you. However, to minimize, this individual, a system that's working, it falls within a concept that's called a blockchain network. And I'll explain to you, or I'll share with you just now, what do we mean by a blockchain network. And it also, a cryptocurrency at this stage provides a long-term store of value. As I've indicated, cryptocurrencies come into being through mining machines. If you have money and you have time and you have IT skills, you can buy this kind of a machine for yourself, and you can sit in your office or at home and be able to, set it up to be able to create your own cryptocurrency. So basically what we mean by cryptocurrencies, or how cryptocurrencies come into being, they come to be into being through, these various mining machines. What you are seeing in the pictures here are the mining machines that the company that we are linked with, which is MineBest, which is the one that does the mining of the cryptocurrencies, is using these machines to be able to mine. What is it that these mining machines do? As indicated, they create the cryptocurrency. They help to increase the number of Bitcoins or any cryptocurrency that is there. Even when, you find that the electricity is down or whatever, system that's behind it is down, we don't have to have worries about, those deep times. In our case, they also provide a business opportunity. And lastly, they support, they support the blockchain. So somebody says, okay, I'm hearing this thing about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Tell me a little bit more about them. And what we then say to you is, as we've said, you are able to transfer them from one person to another person through the internet, and they provide, you have uniform low fees also that are being provided. In order for me to send my cryptocurrency to you, right, I need to have your wallet address. And this wallet address, how are you able to determine it? Most of you would have seen it, or as you get into the system, you will see it. Any wallet address that we have, will have, you can see it through the first 4 digits and through also these last 4 digits. The beauty also of the wallet addresses right now is that you can even scan them using a QR scan to be able to send whatever the currency that you want to send, to the next person. And somebody then says, how do I get involved in this? What we're saying to you is there's 3 ways that you could be able to get a cryptocurrency. Number 1, you can buy it and hold it, just like buying gold and holding it. Second way, you can be able to receive it from somebody. So if I have a cryptocurrency, I can be able to send it to you through the wallet address that we spoke about. And the one that we love the most is that you can get involved in the process of mining this cryptocurrency. And in mining, what it does is it ensures that you are able to accumulate more Bitcoins, over an extended period of time. And in some instances, you're able to get those, to build towards getting one particular cryptocurrency within a short space of time. And once you have a cryptocurrency, what is it that you can do? You're able to buy anything with it, where it is acceptable. We are starting to see more shops and more companies that are starting to have this sign, Bitcoin accepted here. Just the other day, I saw a lady on Facebook who has her own company, and she has now started to introduce Bitcoin as a method of payment in her company. So she's branded her vehicles to say to people, if you do business with me, you can be able to pay me using Bitcoins. Now, that is really revolutionary, that somebody that is in one of our townships is starting to say, you want to pay me? Come, use your cryptocurrency or use your Bitcoin. So let's show you an example of how we have already seen a Bitcoin being used here in South Africa. So we've seen that transaction that is taking place, and it was taking place at Pick n Pay here in South Africa. In fact, it's so funny. Now when I go out, anywhere I go and I want to pay for something, question I'm starting to ask them is, do you accept Bitcoins? Some people smile and they're like, oh, you can pay with Bitcoins. Others, the eyes go, what? What do you mean? What is that? And some you say, do you accept Bitcoins? They say, yes, with pleasure. And then I go into my Luno account and I say to them, okay, give me the code that I need to scan, and I scan and I pay them. So again, if you are involved in this system of cryptocurrency, how we are going to help people to understand that this is working is about us also going out there. And when you see people asking them, can I pay using my Bitcoins? So what you have seen there, what is it that's behind you? So let me explain step by step what has happened there. So how the blockchain system works, as you've seen it in the video, obviously you've seen that it happens very quickly. Within seconds, the payment has been made. First step that takes place in terms of this is that a transaction gets to be requested, right? The mining machines that I referred to earlier They receive this information about the transaction, and they're saying, hey, somebody is requesting, to pay or to be paid. The third step then that takes place is that these various machines get connected to be able to validate this transaction so that they're able to get the fees. The key thing in a blockchain system, it's about validation of the transaction. All the computers and the mining machines that we're talking about, all they do is validate that there was a transaction that was requested at point A, and there's a transaction or there's a process that's paying at point B. And at some stage, these two are able to talk to each other. So once those connected miners are validating the transactions, the fourth step then that takes place is that the network of nodes validate the number of transactions that have been created. So step 3 can be one transaction. Step 4 can be many, many transactions that are taking place at the same time, right? Step 5 is that a block then gets to be created, because now it's saying, hey, there are many people that are, that have created the transaction and they want the fees to be paid. And let's create them and to be able to add them to the chain of data blocks, which is then called the blockchain. And lastly, step number 6 is that the transaction is completed and can be stored in the blockchain. Why is it important to store the transaction in the blockchain? Because in 3 months' time, if I come back and I say, I never received your Bitcoins that you send, or I sent that transaction for the payment to be made and the payment was never made, we're able to go into the blockchain and we're able to say, here is the history of that transaction that has taken place. And that's really the key thing that makes people like the concept of blockchain, because any transaction, it doesn't matter when it happened, as long as it is sitting in the blockchain, then we can be able to trace it back to that particular blockchain and be able to prove that you requested the payment and the payment did take place. So why are we so interested in this, mining process? What is important for us is that we have this company that came through and they said, we'd like to expose more people to this concept of mining of Bitcoins. By the way, as most of you know somebody like the artist Akon, right? Who is from North Africa, who has also created his own cryptocurrency. And he is starting to use that cryptocurrency for all the services and the projects that is creating in Ghana and in Senegal. Somebody like Bill Gates has his own mining facility where he mines his own cryptocurrency. Somebody like what's the Vision guy's name? I see his face and I'm forgetting it. Has his own. Lots of people. So what I'm trying to say is, lots of rich people have got their own mining facilities that you and I know nothing about, right? And you and I would never have been involved and understood them until this company called Mining City came along and they said, we can't have only a few people that are mining cryptocurrencies and wanting to have the same kind of capitalist system that we've had when it comes to fiat currencies. We also need to have a process where we've got more people are going to get involved in the creation of the various cryptocurrencies. So Mining City then came along and said, right, we are going to create this company called Mining City. The company was created in December 2018 as a project. In 2019, it became a full company. It is currently in over 50 countries. We will update the slides, at a later stage. In the first year of sale alone, just introducing people to the concept of cryptocurrency and mining of cryptocurrencies, they were able to make 230 million sales. Now, those 230 million sales come from people who are in Asia. We're mainly in Asia, and it's been growing, into Africa and other parts of the world. There are over 1 million members that are already in the system. And because of the system of payouts that is taking place, which you know about when you talk about in terms of the network marketing process, just in the first year alone, $108 million were paid to the distributors. We are looking forward to December 2020 so that we can be able to see the results for 2019, which was their second year of operation, so that we see how many people are members, How much has been paid out to the distributors? $41 million was paid, over $41 million was paid in mining earnings. I'm sure for the second year, it's going to be crazy because this concept of getting more people to be involved in the Mining City process has just been growing and growing and growing. And Mining City, as the organization, has got strategic partners with MindBest and BTC.com, which are the people that are involved more in the technical side of the creation of the various currencies, cryptocurrencies. So you interested, you want to get involved, you want to share with people how they get involved. This is the ecosystem of Bitcoin mining. Firstly, you come through as a client, as somebody that says, I've got money, I would like to buy myself a mining package. And we help you to be able to join, create an account in Mining City. You send your money through an exchange through to Mining City. Mining City takes that money, goes to MindBest and BTC.com, says, here's person A, they want to buy their mining, power, and they help them to be able to buy, that mining power, which is why it takes 10 days, guys, when somebody comes in to be able to buy the mining package. It's because the money that you gave to Mining City gets to be converted and sent to MindBest to be able to buy, that computing power. And then MindBest says, thank you very much. We've seen that there's a new machine that has been bought, which means our computing power is increasing, and they add that machine into their computer servers. And after the 10 days, once all of these processes have been concluded, then they're able to say, wow, thank you very much for buying your mining package, and we are ready to pay you your first mining power that you're going to earn through the terahashes. So at 9 o'clock, wherever you are in the world, at 9 o'clock, that time for you in the world, you then get paid for having bought that particular, computing machine and helping the cryptocurrency system and the blockchain system to work. However, if you are interested further to say, hold on, I only don't just want to buy my mining package and from that, I want to get involved in the networking side. What you then do also is later in the day, so you get paid at 9 p.m., but later in the day, anytime between 11 p.m. and midnight, you also get to earn your commission only if you're involved in the networking side. If you're not involved in the networking side, you're continuously going to be earning, your terahashes on a daily basis at 9 p.m., right? So that's the system. These are the offices of Mining City and MindBest, by the way. They are together at this particular head office in Warsaw, Poland. It's a head office that they have grown and developed. And just to give you a sense, because it is important, and we've had people that have come and said to us, but is this not a scam? Is this company really in existence? And that's why we show this, to be able to show it is in existence. Once we are able to travel, I'm sure some of us or some of you together with us, we will travel and go to this Mining City head office so that we're able to see it and take pictures and post on social media that we were there and we saw it, right? Secondly, in terms of the infrastructure behind the mining of the cryptocurrencies, this is the infrastructure that is managed by MindBest. And when we talk about infrastructure, when I talk about mining, sometimes people say to me, so what do you mean you are mining Bitcoin Vault or a cryptocurrency? Do you go underground? And you say, no, we don't go underground. We use this infrastructure to be able to mine these cryptocurrencies. Please watch this video to learn a little bit more about MindBest and Mining City.
Welcome to the heart of the MineBest mining farm. The very farm where we mine cryptocurrencies for you. 600 miners work in this exemplary container. Listen to the overwhelming hum of power running through the Avalon and S9 miners on a daily basis. Open the door to see the endless opportunities of this mining farm in Ekibastus. These smart mining containers surrounding you occupy 2,100 square meters of land. Feel the power accumulated within this facility. This particular farm has 17 megawatts of electric power. Look left. There's a 6 kilovolt transformer with 2.5 megawatts of capacity. Take a closer look at the hundreds of mining machines running at peak efficiency. The containers were designed to optimize cooling and usage costs. Each of them has a capacity of 0.85 megawatts. Discover the life-changing opportunity of Bitcoin mining.
Right. Guys, can you just imagine if, I remember there was a time where Eskom, was considered as having the cheapest electricity in the world. Imagine if we were still there, we could be having this kind of a mine-based mining farm here in South Africa. But that's a story for another day. So somebody might be saying, where are those mines that you showed us? Where are they based? So those mines are based, some are in China and some are in another country called Kazakhstan. Both of them are in Asia. And it's only because, the organization realized that they can be able to utilize the electricity there, as much of the electricity there, because it comes, at a very reasonable price. And who is the person that started, the Bitcoin revolution? His name is Eyal Avramovich. Eyal is somebody that is an inventor and somebody that has been involved in the creation and the evolution of Bitcoins. So Eyal is not only exposed to Bitcoin Vault, but started also with Bitcoins. But then he realized that there were some issues with regards to Bitcoins. And he said, you know what, I'm going to create another one, another cryptocurrency. And that cryptocurrency is called Bitcoin Vault. So why did he create it? It's because he was saying there were lots of questions that were coming in with regards to having a coin that can deliver superior security features in terms of being safe and transparent. And he thought, if this is what people are looking for, I'm going to go and create that. So he then went and worked, obviously with his team, and they've created Bitcoin Vault. And what is Bitcoin Vault about? It's really about fair play and providing an element of choice for the user between ultra security and speed. And more about the, Bitcoin Vault.
Bitcoin Vault is the world's first currency which allows suspicious transactions to be...
Makes it next to him. How is Bitcoin Vault different? It has 3 distinct keys, providing users with safety and peace of mind. The first is what we are calling the standard private key, allowing users to access their wallet, check their balance, and make transfers. Using this key, all transactions are put on a 24 hours waiting list. The user can be informed via an encrypted channel. If the user receives a message that funds have been sent and he or she didn't authorize that transfer, the user can use the cancel transaction key. In order to do it, you will have to use the cancel transaction key and fast transaction key within 24 hours. The funds will be sent in the next block to the wallet we choose, but we generally recommend a new wallet in case of a hack attack. And this is part of the innovation that is Bitcoin Vault. In order to avoid the 24 hours delay, use the fast transaction key and authorize the transfer within a short time. At the moment, Bitcoin
Developers are working on 2 different types of wallets within 2 applications to deliver a variety of options. These are just a few reasons why we can safely say Bitcoin Vault is the safest coin on the market.
Okay, so what is it that makes this particular coin to be the safest coin on the market? And there are 3 elements, other than the fact that you've got those 3 keys, that have been shared in the video. The other elements are the following. 1, Bitcoin Vault offers a long-term store of value. And it is becoming to be seen as a better way of being able to help people hold their lifetime savings with complete peace of mind. 2, Bitcoin Vault is highly protected from theft. As you have seen, every transaction is elected, on the block and can be cancelled in an emergency within with a recovery key within 24 hours. And thirdly, what the value that Bitcoin Vault offers is that for anyone that runs an enterprise, that runs a company, is looking for high security payment systems, this is one of the opportunities that they can be able to use. When it comes to this issue of the protecting of theft, we've recently seen a message that has come out from the organization with regards to the testing of the third key, which really confirms that this is becoming one of the safer keys to use in the world. However, this, somebody then says, but Bitcoin is expensive. Yes, Bitcoin, the value, the dollar value of a Bitcoin currently is quite high. What we're providing here is an opportunity for you to get involved in the cryptocurrency revolution. And this is the second time that it's happening. So we're saying to you, you might have been passed by the Bitcoin revolution in 2009. Now here's an opportunity to get involved again. What is it that we have seen with Bitcoin Vault happening since it was introduced, right? In December 2016, in December 2019, the first Bitcoin Vault was mined. On the 21st of December, a value was added to that, which was then worth a $1. By the end of that day, it had gone up, to $5. Over a period of time, we have seen the value of the Bitcoin vaults, increasing. You can see between March, April, May, June, July, and in August, there was a day where it was at its highest value ever that we have ever seen, which was $470, right? And then over a period of time, the markets then started saying this coin is a little bit too strong. We need to be able to bring it down to to the same level as other coins. And also, unfortunately, it was recently found out that one of the exchanges was behind the devaluing of the reduction in the value of the Bitcoin vault. So we've seen the Bitcoin vault in September going down to 118. It had gone down further to 113, and on the 29th of September, it was at about $100. However, in the last few days, we're seeing that now that the company has identified where the challenge was, that led to this steep decline. We're now starting to see an improvement, in terms of the value of the Bitcoin vault. So if you are here and you've got your package, like we always say, do not sell your package. If you can now, try and get more packages, buy more packages so that when the value goes up again to the value of about 400 and 300 and 500, depending on where it's going to be, you are ready and you are in the space as well, to be able to make that money. But the BTCV supply as well works the same way as the Bitcoin supply is working. When the first Bitcoin vault was mined, There were 175 Bitcoin vaults that were mined every 10 minutes. And this has been going down. So this was June last year, and then it became public, in December. In May of this year, we saw that that number, got to come down a bit. 150 Bitcoin vaults were mined. And, we know that in November, again, we're going to see a halving of the Bitcoin vaults that are going to be available. However, as this happens, and we know that this halving is going to be happening every 6 months, what we also know will be happening is that as the supply goes down, right, the value of this particular coin is of the particular currency is going to be going up. So the sooner you are able to accumulate more of these Bitcoin vaults, the better it is for you, because when the value goes up, you are basically, sitting and laughing all the way to the bank. I don't know if we'll still be saying laughing all the way to the bank, by then. And an example, somebody was reminding us, it's like, remember earlier this year, Sasol in South Africa, right? The supply or the value of the oil had gone down, right? And when we looked at its value, that it had gone down. But what has been happening with it, we see the value going up. We know even with gold, the supply of gold has been going down. Hello, somebody is talking. Can you please mute yourself? I'm hearing somebody talking. Thank you very much. So the point, though, that we're making, if I can go back to that slide, is accumulate as many Bitcoin vaults as possible, because when the value goes up, you are going to be sitting smiling. What are the packages behind this that we can make reference to? So you're sitting and you're saying you want to call the person that invited you and say, hey, I'm keen. I've liked what I liked what I saw and what I heard in the presentation. These are the 6 packages that are available that you could be able to buy. We call them mining pools, mining plans, mining packages. It's just the same thing. It's about mining, a Bitcoin vault. In terms of being able to mine these Bitcoin vaults, the packages that we have are starting from primary package of $300, standard $600, bronze $1,200, silver $2,400, gold $4,200, and the main man or the main lady in the packages, the platinum of $12,600. Again, these packages are available to you depending on what it is that you are able, which of these packages are you able to afford. However, we also want to remind people that the primary package came in as a promotional package. So at any stage, the primary package could be disappearing. I'm still hearing somebody talking in the background. If you could just mute yourself, please. Masarane, okay, let's see. Let's mute Masarane. Thank you very much. So what is happening then is, so somebody says, okay, I buy this mining plan, mining pool, mining package. I spend, let me work with a $600 package. I spend $600. What is 600 equivalent to in South African rents? You're looking at about 12,000 rents that you're spending there. What is it that you get? So I spent the 12,000 rand to buy this mining package. What do I get back? I get my mining package, which provides me with 6 terahashes that I earn on a daily basis. So when we talk about you earning on a daily basis, we're talking about you earning these terahashes on a daily basis. But also what you're able to bring into your own package or your own binary tree, because this works as a binary system, is that with that package, you also receive 1 binary point. The higher the package that you buy, the higher the binary points, the higher the daily terahash that you are earning. Did I say hashtag somewhere? The higher the terahashes that you're going to be earning, and we can see the value in that. I'm also just worried about time right now. So these are the various packages that we have that when you want to get involved in the system, you can be able to buy. To demonstrate, these terahashes, these hash rates that you are earning on a daily basis, we've used, this example using a tap. It's like, you get a tap. If you're buying a primary package, you get, drips on a daily basis, which are equal to those 3 terahashes. If I have bought, my standard package What am I earning? The 6 terahashes. As you can see, you know, I'm not only getting the slow drip, I'm still getting a drip, but it's a little bit better, which is equivalent to the 6 terahashes, right? And if I buy a bronze, what happens? My tap is now opened a little bit better, so I'm getting to earn a little bit more on a daily basis. If I buy a silver package, what happens? My tap is even better. Now it's no longer a drip, but there's a smaller, a better flow of, you know, the earnings that is coming in on a daily basis. If I've bought a standard package, we've highlighted there as well, you know, that with the standard package, that's what you have. With the bronze package, that's the earnings that you get. With the silver package, those are the earnings. But more when you buy a gold package, you can see that the earnings come in a little bit better. So the flow of the rewards that you're getting comes in a whole lot better. If you have started with a standard package and later improved and bought a bronze package and later a silver package, the system automatically recognizes you and ups you to say now you are at a gold level, but you will still be earning from each of these packages that you have on a daily basis. Now, the big makulu, which is the platinums, if you earn them, this is, as you can see, it's no longer just a flow, but it's a serious flow that you're earning on a daily basis in terms of the packages that you have. Now, this is the target that you want to get to. If you are able to buy it from the beginning, go ahead and buy it from the beginning so that you can be able to end those. I'm going to leave to end it here from a time point of view. But before I end, if you are new to the system and you're saying, what is the value of me coming in and getting involved to the system? What we're saying to you is that this is not a scam. However, if you think it's a scam, I'm going to get paid tonight at 9 p.m. If you're thinking it's too good to be true in terms of the earnings that you are showing me and you are not interested in joining me, I'm still going to get paid at 9 p.m. tonight. But if you come and you join me, we are able to get paid together at 9 p.m. If you don't join me, I'm still going to get paid at 9 p.m. So what is the option that we'd like to leave you with? Is an option that says, come in, join us, be part of the cryptocurrency revolution, be part of the Bitcoin Vault revolution, so that as this cryptocurrency revolution grows, you are not left behind. You are part of it. Right, everybody, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. I hope that I have done justice to what the bishop usually does in terms of these presentations. Yeah, Papi, over to you.
Wow, yes. I'm so proud of you, you know? Yeah. Thank you so very much, my sister, for really taking us through that wonderful presentation and explaining so many things to us there. Guys, if you are here and you are new, I want to take you back to a slide. Tebello, take us back to the slide where you show us the chart.
Which
In
chart,
terms
Papi?
of the one where we started mining Bitcoin Vault at 175 Bitcoin Vault every 10 minutes.
Okay. Oh, good.
I want every one of us, whether you are new or you have already bought your mining pack. I want you to take a look at this chart here. Guys, pay attention to what is happening there. There's 21 million Bitcoin vaults that are supposed to be mined. We started mining this Bitcoin vault in December. At the time we were mining them, every 10 minutes, 175 Bitcoin vaults were taken out in the system. So after verifying the transactions, solving the algorithms, the system will take out 175 Bitcoin vaults. That was what is happening in December. Now, in May, there was a block reduction. We are not yet doing block halving. We are doing block reduction. Now at 150, now every 10 minutes is 150 Bitcoin vaults. The thing that I wanted Tebello to take us back there is that think about this thing very deeply. Bitcoin vault, right now, every 10 minutes, the company is mining and verifying the transactions. There's 150 Bitcoin vaults that are taken out right now. When it comes to Bitcoin, right now, there's only 6.25 Bitcoins that are taken out every 10 minutes. As we speak right now, Bitcoin is at 6.25. Bitcoin Vault, it's still at 150. In November, this number is going to go down to 125. In May next year, the number will be at 100. So every 6 months, that is reduced. The question each and every one of us is asking ourselves today must be this. When Bitcoin Vault in 2023 reaches the point where it is also taking out 6.25 Bitcoin vaults every 10 minutes, how many Bitcoin vaults will you have? That's the big question. Because by that time, the price of Bitcoin Vault would have gone high. Because when the supply goes down, the value goes up. And so when you are new to this space, the question I'm asking you, a person who is new in this space, how many Bitcoin vaults are you collecting? By buying a mining pack, you give yourself an opportunity to start collecting now. Imagine people who were collecting Bitcoins in the year 2010, 2011. When the price went up and they kept on collecting, they were at an advantage. You and I are given an opportunity right now. Right here, right now. This company is saying you have an opportunity to start collecting. Tebello did such a wonderful job to explain how this whole thing works. And I'm saying to everyone who is here, new people and people that are already on in the company, focus on saying, I'm collecting Bitcoin vaults. I'm collecting. This is not the time to start changing your Bitcoin vaults to rent and, making exorbitant parties. This is the time to collect as much as you can. 2023 is coming. We will be throwing bashes like nobody's business because we would have collected for the past 3 years. We'll be having so many Bitcoin vaults. The price will be over 200,000. That one I know. For one Bitcoin vault, the price will be over 200,000. Imagine yourself, if the price is over 200,000, imagine yourself just having 50. Imagine yourself just having 100 when the price is 200,000. So, if you are new to this space, I'm saying they invited you. Go to the person that invited you. Go to the person that invited you. Say, listen, I have wasted too much time. You were at 175. I was not there. Now you are at 150 Bitcoin volts every 10 minutes. I'm here. I'm not going to wait until this thing reaches 6.25. I want to start collecting myself right now, so that by the time it goes to 6.25, at least I'm having somewhere where I've been collecting the coins. So go back to that person and say, thank you so much. I was speaking with another white lady today, Lulu's colleague, and she was saying she bought herself a primary pack. She was saying, you know what? I looked at my pension. It's not going to be able to make me enjoy my life. This Bitcoin vault this package I'm buying, this is my pension nest. And I spoke to her about the primary. So I explained and everything. When I explained the standard, when I left there, she was saying, by the way, you said how much is the standard? She wants to improve now. She wants to increase because she's saying, I'm not going to take out a cent out of this thing. I will not touch those Bitcoin vaults. I will wait until the year 2023 because I know the value will be higher. And this is just a person who bought themselves a primary pack. Imagine if you buy yourself a higher pack. Remember, the higher pack you buy, the more Bitcoin volts you get paid and you collect more. So go back to the person that invited you. They say, I want to sign up today. I saw another guy, when we started, I saw, where is he? I'll tell you his name just now. I saw him there. He was telling me that he's new. He was saying, Mwalusi, yeah. Mwalusi, you said you are new. When this call ends, Mwalusi, go to the person that invited you. Tell them, I'm not wasting another minute. I want to buy myself a pack. I'm starting to collect for myself these Bitcoin vaults. Guys, if you have any questions or any comments, please type them or unmute yourself to ask, and we are ready to take these few minutes that we have left so that we can answer your questions, so that we can read your comment, and so that we can say, Tebello, come back on Thursday and do another one. You know, so let's do that. Habu, thank you so much. We've been doing a wonderful job together as people working in the background. Yeah. No. On Thursday, Habu, she's taking all the control. Yeah, no. I'm loving this.
Look at this. Look at this delegation now. Hey. You're just delegating right now. How about you?
But that's what entrepreneurs do, right? They don't take forever like we used to take in the corporate world. They're like, okay, you are there, you can do it now, right? So, guys, anyone who's got questions, is there anything that maybe was shared and you want further clarification? Let's help you right now.
Tebello, are you able to show maybe just what the Bitcoin Vault Mining City wallet looks like? I think it explains better when people can see. When we say every night you get your mining rewards, what are we talking about?
Okay, let me log in. I'm gonna have to go to my account. Give me a couple of seconds. Could I use a different one?
So everyone who has bought a mining pack, like Tebello has shown that we have a primary, a standard, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Every one of us, remember when we bought that, those mining plans have got a hash rate that is attached to it, that is the terahash. Now, each and every one of us at 9 o'clock at night, we get paid from the computing power of our packages. So if you've got a standard plan, you will be paid from the 6 terahash. If you've got the bronze plan, you will be paid from the 12 terahash. The primary plan, it is the 3 terahash. So the higher you buy, the more terahash you get. So that is what Tebello is showing us there in terms of the terahash. Now, as per request, yes, there you go. Those are all the plans. Now, as per request, we will move to the wallet now and really show people that when we say we are getting paid in Bitcoins based on the terahash we have, this is how it looks like. As you can see there, that's how it looks like in terms of we look at, we want to see, Tebello, just go down a little bit on the, just go like that. When you showing people the dates in terms of the dates that were paid. Yeah, you see, that was last night. 3 of them, they paid last night. And then the day before that.
Papi?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is another account, right? I learned from you the power of, what is
Oh,
it?
you bought another account. So this is the another account. I'm looking at your Bitcoins there. I'm thinking, I was going to ask you after this call, what did you do with the Bitcoins? Oh,
Yes.
you bought another account. It has already mined 2 Bitcoins.
Yes.
Wow.
What did you call it? You called it what? Multiple streams of income.
Yeah, multiple streams of income. Wow.
So let's take it. So for anyone that's new, right? I bought this account.
I'm so proud of you. Yeah.
On the, on the 15th. So I created and I bought myself a package on the 15th of August. And I remember I said earlier that it takes 10 days for your account to be active. So from the 25th of August, I have been earning every single day, 25, 26, 27. And there we go. Right, let's see if I can go to the second page. So that, just to be able to show for the new ones, right? You saw 28 from 30th. So that was August, every single day for the month of September from the 1st, the whole month of September, the whole month of September. And I'm not touching this, guys. Remember, I've just decided I'm going to buy this and I'm just going to keep it and it's going to work. You've seen every single day for the month of September out into the month of October. So when we talk about getting paid every day at 9 o'clock, we're talking about you getting your terahash. So because now this is a standard peg, I'm getting 6 terahash every night. Every night, those are the terahash. The dollar value is just to give an indication. We're not saying that you will receive exactly this, and you can see it. The one day it was 47, the other day 47 cents, the other day 46, now it's down to 42. But the one thing that I'm always going to be earning on a daily basis at 9 o'clock are these terahashes. Khabu, does that help?
Yes, it helps a lot. And I want to make the people aware of this. Please just be aware of this. When you are paid 0.0023 Bitcoin volts, at the time that you are paid that, it will be equal to a particular amount in dollar or rands. But that is not the actual value of those Bitcoins. Because these Bitcoins in Bitcoin vaults in the market, as the time goes on and the third key is being unveiled and more people will be looking for Bitcoin vaults, you will start seeing that 0.002 something Bitcoin vaults, it's actually quite a lot of money at the time because it's going to go up. Right now, for you to mine 1 Bitcoin, I want you to think about this. For you right now, to get 1.
You are muted, Papi.
1 Bitcoin, which costs almost 200,000. It will take you quite a long time for you to achieve that to mine. Bitcoin Vault will get there too. You see how quickly you are achieving getting to 1 Bitcoin Vault. That will become a history to you. We are going to talk about these days in the future to say, do you remember we used to get 1 Bitcoin Vault in a day or 2? That is not going to happen in the future because the price is going to rise so high that to get 1 Bitcoin Vault, it will cost you 200,000 to get 1 Bitcoin Vault. So we are still in a good, fortunate time. And we are saying to all of you, go back to the person that has invited you. Tell them, thank you for inviting me, but I'm ready now to take my own future into my own hands. I would like to buy myself a pack. And for those of you that are already inside, I'm leaving you with this message. Right now, it will cost you less to be able to get one Bitcoin vault when you go and network. There's going to come days where a cycle bonus will not even give you half of a Bitcoin vault. So while this opportunity is still here right now, go and network. Use the company's money to be able to get those commissions and cycle bonuses and be able to buy yourself other plans and still keep some coins. Through this network marketing, this is our vehicle to become financially free. I'm saying this again. Do not depend on your mining alone. Get commissions, get cycle bonuses, and start earning a lot of Bitcoins. With that message, I want to say, I thank you. Let's keep inviting. Thursday, we have another session. Bring your prospects. Let them hear what we are saying. Let us appeal to their insight so that they are able to look far into the future. And with those words, I want to say, I thank you. Tebello, thank you so much for hosting us, my sister. Habo, thank you. You've been such a wonderful co-host. And everyone that has been here, thank you so very much. And if you are new, please make us aware. Lucy, I know that you are new. You are listening, and I'm sure that you are buying. Somebody else, if you are new also, please make us aware so that we can continue supporting you and enjoying this Zoom meetings. Thank you.
Please do your usual conclusion. You do it better than
Yes.
please do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have been working. I would like to see all the faces. Come on, guys. Let's see all your faces. The faces, we have been hiding behind the camera throughout and everything. I would like to see, yes, Mesh. Wow, wonderful. Look at you. Yeah. Habu, thank you so very much for being a wonderful co-host. Yes, I'm looking at other people. Manako, thank you so much with the kids. Yes, Stross, wonderful there next to the fridge. Yeah, I see there. There's food there in the fridge. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you for Sharon. Oh, Bona baby, kape, wana di Bitcoin ko bana. La mona, uduti Sharon.
Hey, Sintabi.
Yes. Let's see others. Let's see. Mezulu.
Hi,
Thank
baby.
you so much. Good to see you. Tandiwe. Wow.
Did you hear our young Bitcoin vault miner there?
Yes, I saw them. Oh, they were really great.
No, I'm starting them young, Papi.
Sure.
I'm raising billionaires here, not millionaires.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see others. Who didn't I see? Yes, I didn't see someone. I saw Ivana. Yeah, there you go, Ivana. Hey, wonderful. Nice. Building that business over there, my sister. Go for it. Yes. Yeah.
I still do.
Nice. I see. Yes. Nice. Got a notebook there, people to call. Nice. I see.
I will send you one question from my client.
Yeah.
When
Hey,
he
Rama.
send to me, I will forward to you on group, Telegram group.
Yes. Yeah. Type it for me, please.
So you can answer me.
All right, no problem.
I don't understood, Pa.
All
so
right.
I will request forward to you.
Okay. Ramadi Mecha, I saw you there.
Ramadi Mecha.
Yes. Nice to see you. Yes.
I get to pull. I can't hang around people, poor people. So
poor people,
everyone,
no,
I have to bring everyone.